1,000-pound sisters, behind the scenes of Amy's camel bite surface. They should be handcuffing the damn camel. The cameras stopped rolling for just a moment, and Amy Slayton's sharp intake of breath echoed through the desert enclosure. One moment she was giggling at the friendly-looking camel stretching its neck toward her, and the next, chaos. Fans of 1,000-pound sisters have been talking non-stop about that infamous moment when Amy got nipped by a camel during a filming day. But behind the viral clip lies a fascinating and surprisingly funny story of production, preparation, and sheer unpredictability of wildlife, as only the Slaytons could navigate. It all began with a production choice that seemed innocent enough. The show's producers wanted to showcase Amy and her sister Tammy experiencing a day out with exotic animals. Camels were chosen for their iconic, almost whimsical appeal. But the Slaytons are nothing if not authentic. No staged petting zoo theatrics here. Producers insisted on capturing raw reactions. The day was bright, sunny, and hot, typical for a desert set, and perhaps ideal for camels, but slightly less ideal for Amy's mood swings. She had arrived in her signature bright ensembles, ready to interact with the animals. Tammy, ever the cautious sister, immediately expressed her skepticism. Tammy was pacing like a coiled spring, one crew member later confessed. She kept muttering about liability waivers and insurance. Honestly, she might have been more prepared to wrestle the camel than Amy. Meanwhile, Amy, armed with peanut butter sandwiches as camel treats, a production-provided bait suggestion, approached the first camel with her characteristic exuberance. What happened next would be etched into reality TV history. No one could have predicted the sheer audacity of the camel's nibble. Amy, who leaned in just a bit too close, found herself on the wrong end of a playful yet alarming camel jaw. Her shriek, equal parts surprise and indignation, echoed across the filming location. The reaction from the crew was instantaneous. One camera operator dropped his lens, a producer yelled, "Cut! Cut! Cut!" and Tammy's panicked screams blended with Amy's "ouch" in a symphony of chaos. Amy, ever the dramatic performer even when unscripted, turned to the camera and exclaimed, "They should be handcuffing the damn camel." And just like that, the line became a meme-worthy gem, perfectly capturing the absurdity of the moment. While viewers saw pure chaos, the crew had their own version of events, one that paints a picture of professional panic mixed with amusement. "Honestly, we weren't sure if Amy was going to run off screaming or just start negotiating with the camel like it was a tax auditor," said the assistant director. "We had to literally wrestle the camel away, gently, but the moment was pure gold from a filming perspective." Makeup and wardrobe assistants reported minor injuries, a sandal lost to the desert dust, a scarf snagged by a camel's curious lips. But the star of the story remained Amy, her dramatic expressions, her panicked yet witty commentary, and her ability to turn a painful bite into prime television. Even Tammy, known for her practicality, couldn't help but laugh once the initial adrenaline wore off. "Amy's probably going to have a scar from this," she joked off camera. "But honestly, she's already got a personality that could scare a camel without trying." Amy Slayton's personality is a balance of humor and vulnerability, which shone brightly during the incident. After initial medical checks confirmed no serious injury, Amy leaned into the narrative. In a private Instagram story shared hours after filming, she said, "I walked in thinking I was going to feed a cute camel. I leave thinking this camel is auditioning for Gladiators, Desert Edition." Her reaction was classic Amy, a mix of hyperbole, self-deprecation, and an instinctive flair for entertainment. Fans immediately latched onto her statement about handcuffing the camel, repeating it across TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. Within hours, the clip had gone viral. Tammy, often portrayed as the more grounded Slayton, had a crucial behind-the-scenes role during the camel incident. While the cameras focused on Amy's dramatic flailing, Tammy was ensuring the camel stayed relatively contained and that no other crew members got accidentally nipped. "Tammy was like a drill sergeant with a heart," said a camera operator. "She was corralling the camel, calming Amy, and somehow keeping the footage usable." Honestly, without Tammy, Amy might have ended up in a full-blown camel chase scene. Fans often see Tammy as the level-headed sister, but moments like this reveal her quiet heroism. Her ability to manage chaos while allowing Amy to shine on camera is a masterclass in reality TV dynamics. Reality TV productions are meticulously planned, but animals add a layer of unpredictability that no amount of planning can fully mitigate. The producers admitted later that the day required constant adjustments. Insurance paperwork, every animal encounter meant revisiting liability forms. Crew members joked that the camel had its own animal rider in the insurance policy. Camera angles. Getting a clear shot of Amy without risking further bites required creative maneuvering. Camera operators had to balance safety and coverage. Multiple takes. To capture Amy's authentic reactions, the crew sometimes had to reset the scene, an endeavor made trickier by a camel with its own agenda. Despite these challenges, the production team lauded Amy and Tammy for their resilience. One producer called it the perfect storm of reality TV chaos and comedy. Once the camel bite footage hit social media, fans went wild. Memes ranged from dramatic captions like "Camels 1, Amy 0" to humorous reenactments in everyday situations. But beyond humor, viewers connected with Amy's vulnerability. Many commented on her bravery, while others laughed at her exaggerated expressions. The handcuff comment became a trending phrase, used in unrelated situations whenever a minor misfortune occurred. It wasn't just a bite, it was a cultural moment in 1,000-pound sisters fandom. Amy's camel bite incident isn't just a funny viral moment, it reflects deeper truths about 1,000-pound sisters appeal. Authenticity resonates. Amy's unfiltered reaction reminded fans that she's human, flawed, dramatic, and hilarious. Sisterhood shines. Tammy's quiet support highlights the Slaytons' core dynamic, chaos balanced with care. Expect the unexpected. Reality TV thrives on unpredictability. Animals, accidents, and spontaneity create moments viewers can't script, and this was a perfect example. Producers noted that the incident has become a touchstone for safety protocols. Next time, one joked, we're either handcuffing the camel or Amy. Despite the bite, Amy didn't shy away from animals in future shoots. In fact, she approached new wildlife encounters with cautious optimism. Crew members reported her muttering under her breath during later shoots, "I'm watching you, camel. I'm watching you." Meanwhile, fans eagerly anticipate what wild moment will come next. Will it be another camel? A mischievous monkey? Or perhaps a daring encounter with a peacock? With Amy and Tammy, anything is possible, and audiences wouldn't have it any other way. The camel bite transcends its immediate shock value. It represents the spirit of 1,000-pound sisters, unfiltered, unpredictable, and unapologetically real. Amy's quick wit, combined with her candid reactions, turns a minor incident into a legendary moment. Social media, memes, and fan forums still reference it, and the quote "they should be handcuffing the damn camel" has taken on a life of its own. For Amy and Tammy, the incident is a reminder that reality TV is messy, chaotic, and occasionally painful, but that's exactly what makes it entertaining. And for viewers, it's a perfect example of why we tune in, for laughs, for drama, and for moments that feel almost too real to be scripted. Amy Slayton's camel bite was more than a mishap, it was a perfect storm of reality TV magic. Between the unexpected animal behavior, the Slayton sisters' contrasting personalities, and the camera crew's desperate attempts to capture it all safely, the incident embodies everything fans love about 1,000-pound sisters. And perhaps the most important takeaway? Sometimes, you just have to laugh, preferably from a safe distance, at life's camel-sized surprises. As Amy herself put it, handcuffing the camel might not solve all problems, but it sure makes for an unforgettable quote. And in the world of reality TV, that's pure gold.